Hello, my name is Neil Cannon, and in this video I want to share with you how you can reverse engineer any chronic illness, energize, and take your vitality back. So you can channel that life force energy into every area of your life and become magnetic. This program is called Magnetic Vitality. What it is a culmination of around 10 years of researching this and working with clients over 7 years, helping them reverse chronic illness by getting to the underlying cause of their symptoms. The main focus of my work for the last 7 years has really been around chronic inflammation, which is really starting to be known now as being the underlying cause of almost every chronic challenge. Chronic illness, or chronic symptom I prefer to use, because really illnesses are chronic symptoms of an underlying cause which is left unaddressed. So I'm all about getting to the cause, because unless we get to the cause, all we're going to do is treat the symptoms, and that's what we tend to be using in the mainstream way of doing things, which tends to lead to more drugs, which tends to lead to more drugs, which tend to lead to more drugs, and it's not unusual to be on a cocktail of drugs as one ages. That's actually not a biological norm. It might be a social norm, but it's not a biological norm. So I'm here to help you get to the cause of your illness, because really every illness is rooted in two major causes which trigger inflammation. For 7 years, I've been helping people get rid of inflammation, and this started with nutrition. So a lot of toxins are consumed daily, and people have no idea that they're consuming food which triggers inflammation in the body. By the way, if you don't know what inflammation is, think of it as your immune system under attack. Your immune system going to protect you from foreign or alien invaders. Something your immune system doesn't recognize. So it's a very healthy response. It's just that when it happens again and again and again and again and again, your body starts to create symptoms, and that's depending on your genetic code. So really, when you get to the cause, most people can reverse illness. Now, there's many avenues and angles to address the body, and the holistic way really truly is addressing every angle: physical, mental, emotional, and energetic. Now, I've recently come up with a new term called the hierarchy of healing. We start with physical because that really is the most tangible for most people. And that includes nutrition, anti-inflammatory nutrition, very different to conventionally healthy. Anti-inflammatory is very different. Gut health, nutrition. And we talk about moving, oxygenating the body, hydrating the body, all the basic stuff. But a lot of people aren't breathing enough, for example, or oxygenating their cells, because one might be sedentary, for example. And also we look into detoxifying the body, because that's actually a fundamental requirement for our cells. We must detoxify, or toxins build up. And then again, your body will find it harder to dispel them, and your body starts to create symptoms again. So the physical pillar is where most people start, but some people I work with and have done over the last few years have had that dialed in. Everything's great with nutrition. Anti-inflammatory everything, drinking vegetable juices every day, the cleanest diet known to man, yet they still have symptoms. So what's going on with them? Well, that's where we go into the emotional pillar and the mental pillar, and even the energetic pillar. So emotional, let's just talk about this quickly because it's tangible, you'll be able to relate to this. 90% of illness is down to chronic stress. So if stress weakens the gut, which is where 70 to 80% of the immune system is located, we want to do whatever we can to eliminate stress from the body, or at least reduce it, because stress actually drains your gut. It compromises your immune system. It drains energy and blood away from your gut, again, your immune system, and into your extremities so you can escape a saber-toothed tiger. Brilliant in emergency, not so good for your immune system when you want to fend off bugs and viruses. So I've got some really great ways to reduce stress and also reframe and change our perception of what is happening in our world around us. One of my favorite definitions of stress is it's actually our internal response to external strains. Two people could be in a traffic jam and they're both late for work unexpectedly. One person can be super chilled, relax, listen to music, listen to a podcast, maybe the Vitality Secret podcast. And another person will get angry and start swearing and carving in and out of traffic, causing road rage. It's exactly the same external situation, two very different reactions. So when we understand that it is our perception of our world around us, we can change our stress response and then revitalize our own bodies, take our power back, put the energy back in our bodies rather than giving it away. Emotional is huge. And there's more around the emotional, and one of them is releasing trapped emotions and trauma. So emotions are stored like electromagnetic bundles of energy, and we are electromagnetic. We at the subatomic level, we are all energy. We are 99.999999999% energy and 0.0000001% matter. So emotions are stored like electromagnetic bundles of energy, and it might surprise you at just how quickly we can release this energy. There is a slogan that says, the organs weep the tears, the eyes never shed. Organs store trapped emotions. So we also know from a body electric standpoint, I'm getting a bit complicated now, but illness is rooted in not enough power, not enough voltage going to an organ. That is actually true and a characteristic of every single chronic illness. It's not enough power going to an organ, the organ in question. And one reason that happens is because of trapped emotions and also toxicity. So that's quite a lot to kind of get your head around. The next one is the mental piece. You know about the power of the placebo effect. It's been scientifically proven. We can heal the body through thought alone. You take an inert substance, you tell yourself every day that's going to heal you or get rid of your symptom, and sure enough, that's what happens. And it has been scientifically proven. It is amazingly powerful, yet most people aren't using it. So I'm going to be telling you how to use the placebo effect. A lot of people have the same thoughts, same beliefs, day in, day out, and they end up creating an illness. So we need to flip that on its head, use the placebo, heal the body. And then the final one, and by the way, this is just a summary of each pillar. The final one is energy. This is stepping into the quantum, and it might be that right now this is completely over your head. But I promise you, after maybe 5 or 6 weeks in this journey, which lasts 8 weeks, maybe longer if you want to continue, you're going to step into the quantum. You're going to step into the world of energy, again understanding us as energy and how we can tap into this field of intelligence. And by the way, this is scientifically proven now that we can actually change our biology through meditation. In fact, there's been thousands of studies for years, but there is one particular person and teacher I've been following very, very closely called Dr. Joe Dispenza. He's got so much data about what happens in the blood, what happens to genes, what happens to DNA when we are in a meditative state and visualizing that which we desire and what we want to bring and draw to us, hence the magnetic vitality piece. So, these 4 pillars are all super important. Most people start with physical, but maybe you've got that completely dialed in and want to focus more on the emotional, the mental, and the energetic, the most important. And sorry, not the most important, it's at the top of the hierarchy, but it's not the most important. We need them all, but it's the most exciting when you start to understand that you can heal your body through thought alone, and also you can change your world around you, start to attract that which you desire, become magnetic, and that's when life gets truly exciting. So that is what magnetic vitality is. I want to enable you to have a transformation in your health where you detoxify the body and take your power back. And there's 2 meanings by the way for that. Taking your power back obviously mentally and emotionally, but when you take your power back in your body, you are raising your voltage, you are raising your frequency. So, and then again, so much other magic happens in your life. So that's magnetic vitality. It starts on the 5th of September. So I suggest signing up right now. If you have any questions, please send me an email or book a session. We can have a strategy call. I'd love to share more with you, maybe one-to-one. Maybe this isn't enough and we can talk more and we can relate to one another. I wouldn't want you signing up unless you're fully sure on this. So that is my role to ensure that happens. So feel free to contact me. Otherwise, do feel free to sign up. And I look forward to seeing you in the membership site. We start on the Monday, the 5th of September. See you there.